Hello and welcome back to the channel. So it's now 2022 and I'm now back in Eindhoven, which means I can get back into making some videos. So to start off the year, I want to do something which is fun. Much like the videos before of making the trolley, where I kind of make an outcome from the learning process, I would like to do that again. So this week I'd like to learn how to do pipe bending. You can use it to make all sorts of stuff. They have two ones at school. One is electric and one is manual. And I watched videos on both. They're both pretty similar. Apart from one, you just have to use your kind of arm power, and then one is electric. I think today I want to specifically look at the electric one because that's what I probably use. Sorry about that. But like I was saying, pipe bending is pretty useful. The ones at school, electronic and manual. The ones on YouTube I was watching were mostly electric, but they were all in German.
Schablonen an den gewünschten Bogenendpunkt anlegen und biegen.
So there were some things that I think I'm gonna run into some issues. But we'll see. You know, a lot of this learning process is just purely watching the process take place, and then what they say is important.
Die Schablonen ermöglichen das Biegen von beiden Seiten.
And we'll see if that is the case. And so now onto the object. What am I going to be making? And for this, I'm going to go outside. Okay, so for the object, I actually wanted to make a bike basket. I'm constantly struggling to take things to school, and bike baskets in the Netherlands are a very popular thing. You see them all over the place. So I think with the pipe bending that I'm going to be doing, combine that with some welding, some drilling, I should be able to make myself a nice bike basket in the metal workshop. So let's go over and yeah, first time in the metal workshop since last year. So yeah, it'll be fun and we'll see what we make. Hello. Okay, so quickly before we go, I want to show a quick design that I put together in order for me to understand exactly what I want to do. So I'm going to make two rectangular pieces of piping that will be bent on the corners to make them nice and round. After that, I will make small bits of tubing. I'll cut that on the chop saw. I'll use that to weld the two pieces of rectangular shape together, and then on the bottom there'll be some kind of base, which will either be a solid piece of steel or maybe a steel with holes in it to make it a bit lighter, and then that will then be attached to a bicycle rack that I found in my garden, and this is kind of perfect. It's stainless steel, so I can weld it. Okay, so let's head off.
Des nächsten erwünschten Bogenendpunkt.
Okay, so I'm back at home. The basket actually took a couple of days, a bit longer than I thought to make. The pipe bending machine ended up being really fun to use, but an absolute nightmare to work out how much was going to bend and how deep it was going to be and the length. So that you could probably see me in the video, scratch my head a bunch of times, but I got around it in the end. The basket isn't exactly the dimensions that I wanted it, but it's as close as I can get it to where I wanted it. The basket works great. I'll show some footage now of attaching it to my bike. I kind of used the way you'd attach a brake, and then I attached the bottom of the bicycle rack to where my wheels attach. Yeah, it works really good. I can carry a bunch of stuff in it. I can carry stuff on top of it. It definitely fits a lot of beers, which is somewhat important. And yeah, I spray painted it with like a metal varnish finish, which seems to work, but every time I carry something a bit sharp on the basket, it rubs it off and has started to rust a little bit. So I need to work out a better way to do that. I might just have to spray paint it, like with the bike trolley. The videos on YouTube are really helpful. Even if they were in German, I could see exactly, how to activate the machine, how much it bends, the speed, the kind of thickness of the pipe. But yeah, I really struggle when it came to understanding the measurements. And I think that is something that you have to do with someone. I was really tempted to ask some of the technicians after about half an hour of getting it wrong and basically ruining a bunch of metal pipes they had at the metal workshop. But I wanted to try and stay with the rules of the project. So yeah, I think that sums up this week's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one. See you later.